YouTube family. My name is Miss Sonia. Thank you for always watching my videos, leaving comments, and sharing. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to the family. If you're an old subscriber, I want to appreciate all you do. Thank you so much for always watching my videos. On this platform, we talk about everything real estate and financing. Topic for today is going to be what could be the requirements from you as a potential buyer to your lender. What can the lender request from you, right? What could they ask of you to bring as a potential buyer? But before that, please do not forget to like, share, leave comments, and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget equally to turn on your notification bells, so every time I upload a new video, you will be the first to be notified. So what can an underwriter ask from you, right, as a potential buyer or potential borrower from them? So the first thing, or the first request of an underwriter, remember, underwriters want to make sure that you are equal to the risks they are actually going to take. So their job is to assess the risks associated with approving whatever loan they are going to give you, right? So of course they have to do their due diligence to make sure that you are qualified for that loan they are going to give to you. So the first thing they might be asking from you, okay, is going to be your income verification. And income verification just simply means maybe your W-2, your 401k, and your 1099, not 401k, your 1099 as a self-employed, okay? So they just want to make sure that you are making money somehow. Legit, okay? Legit money. So that's why they'll ask for your W-2 or the 1099, or maybe they have other things they may ask from you, but of course those are some of the things you could ask for your income verification, right? And it could go all the long way as your tax returns as well, and in some cases your bank statements, just to make sure that you have money coming in from doing something. Even if you're selling a product or your services, you have money coming into your bank account, okay? So that's the first thing, number one, that could be requested from you. Number two is going to be your employment verification, and this is for those who actually work. If you work for somebody, of course you will have a company that you're working under, correct? So they will request for proof of employment and to make sure that you have a stable income. So if you are working for somebody and they are paying you bi-weekly, every week or monthly, then you are sure that you have an income coming in 1 week, in 2 weeks, or in a month. So they want to just make sure that you have something coming in. So the employer, of course, will have to give them that. You just have to ask. I don't know what they will ask you from your employer. Of course, you have to put your employer's name down, right? And maybe they will contact them to make sure you are actually working there. So that's the second thing they're actually going to request from you, which is going to be your employment verification. The third thing that they're actually going to ask is assets documentation. And your assets could be stuff like bank account, bank statement, any investments that you have. Some people equally have investments, right, that could qualify them to get a loan. They just want to make sure that you have enough money somewhere. Maybe you can sell these investments to come up with money in case you're short. Okay, so they want to just make sure that as you're borrowing, of course, maybe you have assets even if you don't have enough income coming in, could be of help to you. So they might be requesting if you have it. Not everybody has assets, correct? But if you do, yeah, then you can use that, or you can actually provide those. So just depending on the person. Number four is going to be your credit history. As always, they will actually always run your credit to make sure you have good credit and to make sure that you are able to pay back their money. So your credit worthiness just simply tells them how much you are able to make payments, maybe in your car loan or any other loan that you have. or even if it's just your rent, right? Just make sure you have consistent payments and on time. So of course they will know that you can actually pay them consistently and in a timely manner as well. So number 5 is going to be your debt information. And debt information could come from anywhere. If you're owing any debt, right? Some of us are owing student loans. Some people are owing credit cards, loans, might be other financial obligations that you have. Okay, so these are debts. This is money you have to just keep paying. It's not like money that comes in and stay. It's money that keeps going off your paycheck or your self-employed income that comes into your bank account. So of course they want to know how much is that debt that you are owing to other people. It could be another bank, it could be some other institute that you're owing this money to. They just want to make sure that your debt doesn't outweigh your income. So if you are taking on that loan, they call it taking on debt, right? So how much of this debt that you're going to take from them is going to add to the ones you already have? And if it does, are you going to be able to pay them, right? They don't just want to keep giving you debt upon debt upon debt. Because at the end of the day, if you're unable to pay other people, you might as well be unable to pay them. So they just want to be on the safe side, right? So number 6 will be your property appraiser. We've heard about appraiser so much, so often, but they just want to make sure that whatever they're giving you is equivalent to the house you're actually buying. So if your appraiser is 100,000, they want to make sure they give you 100,000 and nothing more and nothing less from that 100,000. They want to make sure that the property you're actually going to get is worth that 100,000, because of course appraisers give you a fair market price for whatever that house at that time is. Okay, so they just have to make sure that that appraiser is equivalent to the money or the loan they are borrowing you for that property. So number 7 is going to be your insurance. At the end of the day, you do not get your closing until you have insurance for that house. So it's a requirement. So of course, even if you don't get insurance at the beginning, whenever you find that house that you're about to buy, you will be requested to give them an insurance. Insurance, they want to make sure you have coverage for that home in case of anything, in case of flooding, in case of fire, in case of any other thing that might occur. They want to make sure that you have insurance to protect you and protect that property. Of course, they're trying to equally protect their interest, so they want to make sure that there's insurance for that property, and by the time you're going to get closing on that house, all those things will have to be provided by you. And the last thing could be additional documentation, right? Additional documentation could come from funds or explanations. So maybe somebody gives you a gift. Sometimes people give you gifts for you to do stuff like down payment. If people give you this, and gifts could be money, right? Most of the time money. If they give you money for you to do a down payment, yes, they want to make sure that they know where that money is coming from. So whoever gave you that has to document, and they might go an extra mile just to ask whoever gave you that money where they got it from. So depending, don't freak out if they ask you for all these additional documents, because of course this money wasn't in your bank account when you actually signed up for it. So even if you're in the process of going to buy, if you ever think of I want to buy a house and you know that you're not going to have the money, and you want to do, you know that someone else is going to give you money, let's say a gift from your parents, a gift from your family member, make sure they have proper documentation to prove that that was a gift to you, and there will be documentation for you to actually give to the bank, as well as explanations for unusual financial transactions. Could be some large purchases of transactions that they really don't understand. when you're actually buying a house, of course, they'll ask you for documentation and explanation for those things. So those could be some of the things that could be requested. And keep in mind, these requirements vary from lender to lender, and they may have different guidelines. And equally, it varies from person to person. Okay, not two people will ever be the same when it comes to all these things. So don't think that because they ask this person for this, they will definitely ask me for that. That might not be the same situation. So thank you for watching to the end of this video. Please, my videos are only for educational purposes. Do your due diligence to actually go in there and do your research, okay? And stay safe until next time. Do not forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe to my channel. And if you are interested in reading Home Buyer's Guide, I'm going to be leaving the link on the description. Have a nice day. Thank you.